a fun week, exciting. Our girls are, I think we've been kind of talking about. We feel like we're one of the top teams in the country, and wanted the opportunity, put ourselves in the opportunity to be in the spot, have this chance, and it's right there, and it's really cool. So I'm super thrilled for our kids. I don't think we played our best softball yet. I'm kind of hoping that's around the corner here, as we go along. We've obviously pitched well all year long and played very good defense, except for the 9th inning against Florida State last week. And we've hit sporadically, and so I'm just hopeful that we're still fighting and learning and trying to get better each day. So I'm hopeful that all that will kind of create this really good storm as we go into the next 5 weeks. So kind of where we're at, ready to play. So just kind of hear what you got to say.
Especially with the news that the first game's been moved to ESPN and having them on the ESPN family networks, what do you think, kind of just in the context of softball in this state, what do you think how big this series has become says about it? Well,
I mean, I think we all know that the big giants down there, so like they're gonna, they attract that. I'm happy that we are part of that decision now. Like, I think we're becoming attractive as well. I don't know that we're that attractive like they are at this point, but I think we are doing our part, and know that we have to get better. I think that we kind of went through this whole deal this season with our kids about, hey, we went through this lull of where we were playing and acting like we were being chased and acting like we were all of a sudden had this bullseye on our back. And I think part of that was my fault. I was kind of not knowingly at the time, but then when it kind of hit me, like, I was like, why are we playing like this? Why are we acting like we're defending something that we don't have? Like, I don't think there's anything that we have that Oklahoma wants, to be very honest. We have better uniforms. I know that, but that doesn't win games. Okay, our uniforms are way better for sure. More options. They're really cool. But like, I don't think they really care about that. They have what we want, and we have to go take it. And I think once we kind of got through that process of recalibrating our messaging, I think that's kind of been a good moment for this team. And so I just told them, I said, you've done everything you've wanted. You're sitting here in a tie for first place with OU, and they're not going to give it up. So you better go take it. And that's just kind of been what we've been doing, and it's put us into this spot. And both these teams are really good. They're both World Series type teams, but you got to go play it and prove it. And, it's the way it works.
Sounds like in some ways you're wanting your team to be more feisty, more competitive. Is this a type of group that you see them being that way?
Yeah, I want to be the most competitive, suffocating team that we can be. We talk about a brown bag mentality here, and we can talk about it, but you gotta do it. And so that's the thing I admire and respect about those guys is the way they play. Like, you give them an open door, they don't like go in it, they like knock it down and say, here's 6 runs on you, just like that. Watch it against KU this weekend. They're just kind of floundering around, both teams, and KU's trying to hold on, and OU's just kind of playing around, and then it's like they don't make a play, and then boom, they score 4 runs, just like that. It's just that's how the mentality that they have at least appears to me. And so I like our competitive spirit. It's really changed over 7 years. It's really improved. It's not picture perfect every single day yet. I would say that, I bet they feel that same way as their staff at times, but they just have a longer history of maintaining that. So I'm not disappointed. But I do know that it still has to kind of ramp up.
Do you feel like you've done things as a staff, or maybe the players have done things internally to try to be more assertive in that, to really go after things when they present themselves in games?
Yeah, I think you have to talk about it, and I think you have to show what it looks like. I think we're in a very show me world, right? I mean, these kids they spend time on these phones. I don't fight it. Just try to keep hitting their inbox with stuff I want them to see, right? Or little messaging things. So you can't fight this. Like, it is what it is. It's our lives. I mean, you guys all are sitting here with phones now too, and they can do anything. So it's like, okay, how do we use what we have to get the messaging right? So we're constantly trying to do things. I'm a pretty vulnerable guy, so like I'll admit, like I admitted, I just told you guys again, like, I was part of that. Hey, it's going to be different, guys. Like, we've been two years in a row, and then you sit back, and I realized I don't think people are really wanting anything that we've got. Like, and my mentor told me, he goes, you only defend the country. You don't defend a trophy. You know what I mean? It's a new season. So like, quit talking like that. I was like, it kind of makes sense, and it just hit me. So like, I heard that, it made sense. So I'm like, I need to relay that. And so the messaging is constant, and it's just kind of showing them. I show them when teams make these runs or plays, or the energy, the passion. I always like to show things. Hey, this is what it really looks like. And it's cool, and it's authentic, and it's organic, and it's like, we have our own way. We're a little different. I know that. I don't care. It's what we are. We like it. Our people, our fans, our alumni base, they love it. So why change that? But we can get more competitive, and always can be, and that's what we're in search of.
Kenny, but Miranda was able to play in that DP role in Game 2 in Tallahassee. Where does she stand now with her injury, and how does she factor into the pitching plans?
Yeah, we'll see. She threw yesterday. We'll see how she bounces back here today. Kind of mad at myself, looking back, that I didn't let her hit the first day. Trying to protect her, trying to do the right thing. She wanted to fight me when I told her that she wasn't going to play. She cried and then came up and gave me a hug. Like, it's just, her competitive spirit is wacky, wild, and care factor's high. And so, but I just felt like we needed to protect her. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna. I can't give you an honest answer. I don't know if she'll pitch. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think she'd pitch last night. Okay, so like, I don't know how she's doing it, but there's no harm to her body. We've given her a lot of resources and a lot of. I had a former player I got to coach that we were on a Zoom call with last night that went through the same thing. She's now in ortho, and it was like wacky cool to hear them talk. I just kind of mediated the talk to kind of give her a perspective of somebody who's been through this, and you can do it. You may not be at the level, you may be. It's everybody. It's a pain deal. It's a new feeling. It's all kinds of stuff. So we're just kind of working through all that.
You say the same thing. What is it that now ortho dealt with that Miranda's dealing with now?
A pretty significant injury to a tendon.
In the shoulder?
Bicep. So it's real. I mean, the fact that she can hit and do things, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's possible, you just don't know. And so, I think that's out there. She's got this deal, and it is what it is. And it's tough, it's, I think we had a morale issue for just a moment that we had to kind of kick in the pants and go. I mean, we're not one team. We're not a one player team. I mean, there's no way. There's no program in the country who is that's in the positions that we're in now. So just part of our game, you just got to learn. That's why we've been talking about depth the whole year. So I think our depth is pretty good.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.